Hi, I'm Soren Kaplan. A training development plan can be important for HR, but also especially for change management. Because in order to make a change happen or for people to do new things, they have to oftentimes be trained and develop new skills. So, what you want to do with the training development plan is start out with your target audience. You want to understand who your stakeholders are and what the changes are that they need to either embrace or go through or start doing so that you can define your training objectives. So those impacts in terms of how they're going to have to behave differently relate to your training objectives and then relate to your focus areas. So what you can do in a plan is you can essentially map all that out, figure out the different focus areas. So it could be different areas around learning technology or strategy or leadership, but essentially you can define those focus areas and classify them and then figure out the specific skills that are needed or knowledge that's needed for each of those areas. So once you understand what you're going to be training on, it's important to then to look at how you go about it. So you can do instructor-led training or online or self-paced e-learning or videos or even in person, mentoring, coaching. There's a lot of different ways to go about it. Some of those training modes are more appropriate depending on what you're trying to do. Like with business strategy, sometimes strategic thinking is best done face-to-face or through virtual coaching. Other times you might want to use different, more online tools and methods if it's more kind of just concrete knowledge you're trying to train for. But the point with a training development plan is that you figure out what and then how, and then you start to build out a whole game plan for each of the different types of training you're going to do so that you know who's doing what and when. If you can start tracking that and even classifying different types of training by the different modes that you've got, you can build out a strategic view of your training development plan and understand the implications for both resources as well as the engagement that you need to have in the organization and the sponsorship you want. So with all of that, boom, that's the training development plan.